Hi folks, Jess from Innovate Disability Services here again. If you're finding any of these videos useful, please like and follow my business page and share this video with your networks. So just to continue on with my little health and well-being series, I just want to point out that a lot of what I say is actually relevant to everybody, not just people with disabilities. So some of the information is disability specific, but most of it's actually just fairly straightforward life stuff that most people need or could benefit from. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about healthy routines. First of all, morning routines. Okay, so there's a couple of ways you can tackle the day. You can either take it as it comes, rush around, hectic, and usually arrive late for things. Some of us do that more often than they'd like to. But there are things you can do about it. It means trying to start the day on your terms. So this might mean not waking up late, not pressing the snooze button half a dozen times, not running around in a rush, not being late for your children's school drop off, or not being late for your first conference call, whatever the situation might be. So starting the day on your terms will be different for pretty much everyone. Usually it means waking up a little bit earlier so that you have enough time to do the things you would like to do that will set you off in the right mood for the day. So that might mean sitting down and having a nice cup of coffee while you scroll through the morning news headlines if you're that way inclined. It might mean spending a bit of extra time on yourself, so doing a face mask or taking an extra long shower. It could be doing some yoga or exercise, Pilates or something, so that you get your body moving for the day. It might also be doing some reflection, so it might be writing a journal or doing morning pages or something like that. So something that sets the mood for your day and makes it a little bit less hectic. It's actually recommended that you don't immediately jump on your phone and start scrolling news headlines and people's Instagrams and Facebook feeds and that sort of thing. That really can have a negative effect on the mood for the day, either via the negativity and the anxiety and worry associated with news headlines, or just the unrelenting standards of people's Instagram lives that just seem perfect all the time, and that can really be a big contrast to what life is actually like. Importantly, if you have a disability, make sure your support team knows what it is that you want to achieve in a morning that makes it pleasurable and enjoyable. So whether it's taking the time to sit outside early in the morning and enjoy the morning dew smells, or having a coffee and having a bit of a chat before you get going, just to make it not mundane and not the daily grind. So yes, it will be every day, but it doesn't have to be a chore or just going through the motions. Nighttime routines are pretty much the same. We are much better at waking ourselves up in the morning, but we are not so good at taking ourselves to bed at the other end of the day. So this can be good for adults and kids alike, and particularly anyone who is particularly prone to, let me just watch one more episode of this Netflix series before I crash for the day, because that never ends. So some people set an alarm that tells them half an hour before they hope to go to bed, that reminds them it's time to start winding down for the day and getting yourself organized to go to bed and don't watch the next show. So an alarm, just like you would in the morning. Another thing is buying a digital alarm clock for beside your bed. Guilty again of lying in bed before going to sleep and scrolling again mindlessly. Yes, it is relaxing and a lot of people do it, but it's not actually good for helping you to get off to sleep. So put your phone in another room, settle a digital alarm, and hopefully you'll resist the temptation to do that scrolling. So that's all for today. Thanks very much for watching. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. info@innovatedisabilityservices.com, and if you have any thoughts for additional disability specific videos that you would like me to make, please comment below and I'll have a go. As usual, stay tuned for bloopers. Take care. Bye. What's the maximum number of snoozes you should do to maximize sleep time versus needing to drag yourself out of bed? Some people don't want to wake up earlier, and usually it's because they've been too busy watching Netflix. It's not realistic, and it can be really quite depressing for those of us that just haven't got their together. I can't say that.